A lot of people are probably wondering if the crypto.com CRO token can go below 9 cents again, and when we are going to reach that dollar. So today, I want to talk to you guys a little bit more about that and kind of what's going on. I had a video that I did earlier today talking about the base chain, which is a narrative that I'm going to start tracking more closely. But I do like the base chain for the same reason that I like the CRONOS chain. Crypto.com is a major player in the crypto space. They are a top crypto exchange. They are one of the most regulated, most compliant crypto exchanges out there, and I do not see how the future for this exchange could not be big. And with that, I feel like the chain should be massive as well. But we have to understand exactly where we're at in the overall grand scheme of things for cryptocurrency as a whole to understand where we're at for the CRO token. So let's talk a little bit about it, guys. And again, the same reasons that I'm bullish on CRONOS are the same reason that I'm going to be bullish on the base chain. There are a lot of different blockchains out there, but which ones are going to be the winners? So smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, let's talk a little bit about it. Let's talk about that potentially 8-cent CRO, let's talk about that dollar CRO. But first, let's zoom out. Bitcoin is falling right now. It's at $64,000 at the time of this recording, and it's got a real chance to tap down to $62,000. If it holds that level, we could get a bounce. There seems to be a sort of wedge forming for Bitcoin. Hopefully, maybe it could turn into a bull flag. We'll have to keep an eye on it. If we break down below 62, we could easily go back down to 60, and we already had a wick for Bitcoin that went down to about $56,000 since we have already achieved our previous all-time high. And we did that, my friends, way ahead of schedule. But again, as I want to focus in, if you're wondering what's up with CRO, why is it at 8 cents? When's it going to go to $1? When's it going to go to $1? I want to remind you guys this. Bitcoin has not done its thing. And when it comes to CRONOS or the base chain or any other layer 1 or layer 2 solutions out there, any coins in the crypto market, you've got to see what Bitcoin does first. And Bitcoin is consolidating right now. So what is everything else doing? Consolidating. And what does that mean for us? That means accumulation opportunities if you believe that this bull market is still well on its way to the next level. These are very tough moments. Now, can CROcoin go down below 9 cents? Yeah, that could happen very soon, especially if we see Bitcoin dip down to 62,000, dip down to 60,000. We could see an 8, maybe even a 7-cent CROcoin. Could we go lower than that? I'm gonna have to get back to my charts, guys, and really take an eyeball on what some of the key levels are, but the truth is we could go lower than that. The real key, my friends, is Bitcoin. What if Bitcoin slips down to a random number, $45,000? But what do you think that CRONOS coin is going to do? What do you think that the base chain memes are going to do? They're probably going to follow along with Bitcoin and go down. If you've noticed right now, there's a trend. Bitcoin dominance is going up. What does that mean? That means that a lot of people are moving their money from their altcoins like CRONOS to Bitcoin. Now, historically, this is the worst time in the history of the CRONOS versus Bitcoin chart to do so because CRONOS is currently testing its all-time low versus Bitcoin. So can this thing go lower? Maybe, but historically, it's at its all-time low versus Bitcoin. So personally, I wouldn't be selling my altcoins for Bitcoin at this point. If you were going to play that game, I would argue you already missed your opportunity to do so, though Bitcoin dominance could climb back up. And how? If Bitcoin keeps crashing. That sounds counterintuitive, but if Bitcoin crashes more, altcoins crash more, money flows out of altcoins actually into Bitcoin, Bitcoin dominance goes up, which means for the altcoin ecosystems like the CRONOS memes, the CRONOS altcoins, we need to wait. Can $1 come? Yes, I believe $1 can come. I believe that a lot of these major altcoins are going to achieve their previous all-time highs and go higher. But it ain't gonna happen overnight, my friends, and it's not gonna happen in the next month. It's gonna happen sometime after the Bitcoin halving, which we've already had, and then usually there's a year or so, sometimes 2 years, where we have basically a bull market, but typically there's going to be a lull in there, and we are in that lull. So can CRONOS dip lower? Yes. Can CRONOS go to $1? In my mind, absolutely. But why isn't it happening yet? Well, it's very obvious to me. It's all dependent on this greater market, all based on Bitcoin, guys. I know that's a rather boring thing, but that is the truth that you guys need to hear. There's so many signs to say this could be one of the biggest bull markets in history. And if you need me to rally out those, signs to you guys, then you haven't been paying attention, because we've got the ETFs, we've got the institutions, you've got the presidential candidates, you've got everybody talking about it. It's here to stay. And you got to look for what the best horses are in these races. And in my opinion, base chain, like I talked about, and CRONOS, I feel very, very good about it. If you use the crypto.com DeFi wallet, understand how cheap and easy it is, then you understand maybe why I'm so bullish on CRONOS. There's a couple great chains out there. Solana is pretty great. CRONOS is pretty great. The base chain's pretty great. Cardano still has a lot of work to do, it seems, in terms of the user interface and the actual applications for smart contract capabilities, or at least adoption, because it seems like nobody's using it. And that's the same argument right now for CRONOS. But the good news for CRONOS is Cardano's already had a couple bull markets. Cardano's old news, right? And other examples like that, Polkadot. But CRONOS, the chain, this is its first bull market. I'm still bullish, my friends. That's all I got, though, in this one. And if you want to trade some of the volatility in these markets, check out the link for Blowfin in the comments down below, in the description. When you sign up, you can get up to $5,000 worth of sign-up bonuses if you want to accumulate or trade while Bitcoin is testing some of these critical resistances. Check it out. That is all I got for you guys this one. I'm going back to my studio, so I will be back at my desk. Looking forward to that very much so, guys. And I will see you in the next one. Don't forget the DCA HODL. And we'll see you next time. Peace, y'all.